In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut and sew a Victorian corset with bust caging. Style inspiration is gotten from synthetic feet, so if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. I'm going to start by marking out my basic measurements. Place my tape and I'm going to mark my shoulder to bust line, which is 9 inches, shoulder to under bust, which is 12 inches, shoulder to waistline for my front measurement, which is 17, and for this corset I'll be adding additional 5 inches for my blouse length. So I'll just go ahead and I will repeat all these measurements all the way down from the bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'll be drawing out a straight line on those points that I made earlier. Now I connected the bust. I'll go ahead to connect the under bust and also connect the waistline of this pattern. After marking this, I'll head over to the blouse length and I'll connect this. So after marking this right now, what I'll do is to go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder is 14 inches divided by 2. I have 7. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inch. So next, I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches here. Then I'll come down by 3 inches. After marking this, I'll place my ruler and I'm going to connect this. The next step is to connect from the neckline all the way to that 1 inch slope at the shoulder. The next step now is to find your chest line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever I have here, I'll place it at this point and then also mark it here. This is to enable me have a straight line at this point. I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'll go ahead to draw out a straight line at this point. After I'm done marking at this point, I'll go ahead to place my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the chest line. Now I'll place my ruler and connect this all the way up. After connecting, I'm going to divide what I have here into 2 equal parts and come in by ½ inch. Here I'll mark my bust measurement divided by 4. My bust is 33.5. So after marking that, from this midpoint now, connect this all the way up and then connect from the midpoint all the way to your round bust measurement divided by 4. Now this is what I have after drafting my pattern. Go ahead to outline my pattern as chest line, bust, under bust, waist and 5 inches for my blouse length. So the next step I'll take now is to mark my dart, and to mark my dart, my nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. So divide yours, mark it from the bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. After marking that, I'm going to connect this all the way up and then connect it to my waist, take it all the way to my blouse length. After marking this now, the next step I'll take is to divide what I have at the shoulder into 2 equal parts. So I'll be cutting this pattern. It's a very easy method that will not need much calculation or explanation to understand. For my dart intake here, I'll mark ½ inch at this side. If you're a plus size or a bit busty, please use 1 inch. Now I'll place my ruler and I'll connect this and also connect it all the way to the blouse length. The next step, I'll mark 1.5 inches here, making my dart 2 inches dart intake. If you're a plus size, please use 2 inches at the other side so that by the time you add it up with the 1 inch you have at this side, going to have your 3 inches dart intake. Now I'll place my curved drill, connect it all the way up and then connect this at the other side of my pattern also. I'll go ahead to use my marker and I'll outline my pattern, and after outlining it, we're going to go ahead to work on the rest of this pattern. Now from the shoulder part of my pattern or from my chest line, you can determine how high you want the neckline to be. I'm just going up by 2 inches and I'll rule out a straight line at that point. Now I'll go ahead to mark my dart intake. To avoid much gaping on my pattern, what I'll be using is 0.75 inch for both sides of my dart intake. So after marking at both sides of my pattern, I will go ahead to blend this into the initial dart that I have. Now if you're plus size, you can consider using 1.25 at both sides, right? And I'll blend this in. I don't want to have too much gaping at this side because of the neckline that I'm going to use, and I'll blend this in this way. At that point I have the dart, I'll blend it in, and I'll come down a bit to draw out the scoop neckline we have here. Now I'll blend out my dart and then extend this how high you want it to be. I'm using the midpoint of my armhole as a guide, then extend your dart up to meet this way, right? I'll go ahead to blend this out once more. After blending out, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline, and then go ahead to outline this side of my pattern also. So this is what I have after drafting the upper part. Now let's go ahead to work on the lower part of this pattern. I'll start by inserting my body measurement. My bust is 33 inches divided by 4. I'll mark. Now you see this dart here at the chest line. That is what I'll replace here, and then add ½ inch for my joining allowance. Under bust is 28 divided by 4. I have 7. I'll mark. Measure this dart intake I have here, replace it, then add just ½ inch for my stitching up allowance. My waist measurement is the same with my under bust. What I'll do is just to repeat the same measurement I used for my under bust on my waist, and then I'll add my sewing allowance of ½ inch. Now at this blouse length, you're going to mark your hip circumference divided by 4, then measure the dart intake you have there, replace it, and then add your sewing allowance of ½ inch. So after I'm done marking that, I'll go ahead to connect this all the way up, then connect it to my waist and connect it down to my blouse length. So this is what I have at this point of my pattern. Just go in with my marker and I'll go ahead to outline. So after I'm done outlining at this point, I'll come up by 2 inches from here. Now I'm trying to draw out the hemline. I'll just use a basic hemline for this pattern. I'll just go ahead to place my curve drew, and I will connect from that point all the way to the front part this way. Now you can go ahead to use any hemline of your choice if you don't want to use this particular one. Now go ahead to outline this all the way to this point. After I'm done marking at this point, the next step is to mark your bust dart. And to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. If I take out 15.5 from 17 inches, it will give me 1.5 inches. That is what I marked at my bust dart. Now I'll introduce a style line to my pattern because I want to snatch my waist. So I'm using the dart technique to do this. There are different ways you can do that. I want to take out 4 inches from my waistline. What I'll do is that 4 inches I want to take out, I will divide it by 4 because we are dividing our pattern by 4. That is the front has the front left and the front right. Now at the back you have the left side of your back and the right side of your back, which will give me 4. So this is why we are dividing what we have here by 4, right? So that 4 inches I'll divide it by 4, which will give me 1 inch. That 1 inch I'll divide it by 2, it will give me half on both sides. So this is how I got this ½ inch I marked out at my pattern. So if you take this out, this 1 inch at the front right side of your pattern, you've taken out 1 inch from your pattern. You take out 1 inch from the front left side, you have taken out 1 inch. So if you add it up, you've taken out 2 inches from the front pattern. Now you repeat this again at the back pattern of your dress, right? The back right and the back left. That if you have taken out 2 inches, making it 2 inches from the front, 2 inches from the back, which will give you a total of 4 inches, which you have snatched out from your waistline. So when I was actually marking this out, you can notice that my line was not really straight at this dart. I had a little mistake, so I'll just straighten it up when I'm cutting it out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to leave it at the comment section. Also blend out your darts when you're cutting out this pattern. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave your comment at the comment section. So I'll go ahead to cut out my dart at this point, and this is what I have for the front. Now let's go ahead to cut the back. Now let's cut out the back pattern. We're going to start by outlining our pattern. Here's my shoulder to bust, which is 9 inches, shoulder to waistline for the back, which is 15.5, and I added additional 5 inches, just like I did for the front pattern. I'll go ahead to mark the shoulder divided by 2. I'll come down by 1 inch here, and I'm going to go ahead to place my ruler and connect. So there's no need drawing out the neckline, you won't be needing that. This is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and I'll draw a straight line. I'll place my tape and I'll mark. I'll place my ruler and connect this all the way up. After I'm done connecting, I'm going to go ahead to start marking my measurements. I will be cutting this in form of a dartless pattern for the back. Mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'll add ½ inch to my pattern. Now at the waist, I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and I'll add ½ inch to it. Here is the blouse length, which I'll mark the hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll add ½ inch to it. After I'm done marking, I'm going to place my ruler, connect from the waist to the bust point, and after that I'll connect from the waist all the way to the blouse length. Now after I'm done marking at this point, go ahead to mark the lacing area of my pattern. So I'll just mark 2 inches. That is what I'm using. You can use 1.5 or whatever that is okay for you. Now mark this, and I'll place my ruler to draw out a straight line connecting this all the way down. And after I'm done connecting, I'll just outline to make this more visible for you to see. Now I'll make a dot to indicate that I have a lacing at this part. After marking that, I'll come down by ½ inch, then connect it back to the chest line this way, and I'll outline my pattern. After outlining my pattern, I'll be coming up by 2 inches, just like we did for the front pattern, and I will connect this, right? So after connecting this at this point, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to divide what I have here into 2. Remember, I cut this as a dartless pattern. The reason why I'm adding this tie line is I want to snatch our waistline. If not that I'm snatching the waistline, I won't be marking these darts on it. Go ahead to mark that ½ inch on both sides, just like we did, and I'll make a mark 1 inch after the bust. Go ahead to place my ruler, and I'll connect this all the way up, then connect at the other side of my pattern. Now for my dart, I'll just go ahead to blend this towards the lower part of my pattern. I will connect this at the other side. So this is what I have here. Is this the center back and side back? So I mistakenly labeled it as center front and side front, but it's actually SB meaning side back and CB meaning center back. All I'll do is just to go ahead to cut this out. If you have any questions so far regarding this pattern drafting, please kindly go ahead to leave your question at the comment section. So this is what I have after cutting.